Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I hope everybody is doing really well and that you're all having a really great day. Whoa, camera froze. I'm invisible. I'm an invisible person. That's what I do. I go invisible. Reset. There we go. I don't know what happened. Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Donovan, hello, nice to see you. Michael Jackson, hello again. Turtsa, yes, invisible for the first time. How are you, man? I hope everybody is doing really well and having a great day. We are here ready to get started. I am not sure what I'm gonna do right now. I've chosen Minecraft, but I'm kind of on the fence about it. Last night when we were streaming, yesterday when we were streaming, I was looking at my day is good, Donovan. My day is just starting. I work night shift and I just woke up. It is 4:25 in the afternoon. I woke up at 2:45 and then I went and took my shower, had my breakfast, and then I was having some tech difficulties, so it was a little bit later than expected. I was expecting to start 20 minutes ago, but for those who were here, you know that my cam link has been acting up really badly. So it is acting up no matter what. But it turns out it also wasn't helping that my camera's dead. So that's always great news because they don't sell these anymore. And a replacement camera that would be comparable is almost $1,000 in Canada. I don't have the money. So I'm using my TikTok camera right now, which is fine. It's just I'm going to end up breaking this because I have to constantly plug it and unplug it for when I record TikToks. So it was just one of those days. But that being said, I woke up like I was ready like 20 minutes ago until I had tech issues. Then my starting soon screen camera wasn't reading for some reason. Like it just wasn't registering on the computer. I couldn't figure out what game to play. So it was just like everything was getting pushed further and further behind just because I was very ill prepared to start streaming, and that's on me. That's not on anybody else. But outside of that, like that's really just like typical streamer stuff. So it's not actually that big of a deal. It's just what streamers go through. Tech issues are a big part of just streaming and content creation all around. But yeah, outside of that, everything's great. I haven't really started my day. I woke up, had my shower, had my Captain Crunch breakfast, and then yeah, sat down to start streaming. That's pretty much all I've done. It's been pretty basic right now. I start work way later tonight, so I get to enjoy my evening, which I'm hoping to record a few, or at least write down a few scripts for TikToks. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna have fajitas for dinner. Yummy. Yes, Minecraft is great. Minecraft's really fun. Oh, this is what I was getting at. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna play Minecraft or what I want to do, because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel as far as like what kind of focus I want to put on my content. I don't want to be completely variety, which is what I have been doing, you know, playing Resident Evil, playing Elden Ring, playing Dave the Diver, playing Minecraft, like it's everywhere. So it's really hard for people to know what to expect from me. So I'm trying to focus it down. So I was trying to do things like The Forest and Green Hell and Sons of the Forest, like being a bit more survival and have it be darker games. But it's probably not the best idea, especially right now, because I'm trying to grow the channel. Because if we look at this moment, The Forest right now, which is what I have been playing for the last week, has 118 people watching. And so the thing is that only 118 people will ever be able to even know I'm existing. And so that's not a lot when there are millions on Twitch. Sons of the Forest has 247. Again, not very many. Subnautica was the other one I was looking at, and Subnautica is a little bit better. Subnautica has 1.6K. So I was kind of on the fence about Subnautica maybe. Subnautica Below Zero is another one that's very similar, but that only has 100 viewers. So we're getting even lower. Green Hell was the last one that I was kind of, you know, willing to do, and it's only got 118. So like all the games that I want to play have less than 200 viewers, which means I would be very, very limited on who I could reach. So I'm still kind of on the fence on what to play. And Minecraft doesn't really fall into my channel style, really. Like it's very, very child friendly, which is not really what I'm doing anymore. But it's got 172,000 people watching it right now, so there's a better opportunity for people to find me. It's still survival, but I'm not sure if this will be long term. Jacob, hello. I'm guessing you're like 12 years old, or you're a grown-ass man who thinks 12-year-old comedy is funny. You spelt stroke wrong though, so you look like a moron. I'd work a little bit harder on like basic grade 2 spelling before trying to be an edgelord who's funny. And like it wasn't even that funny. It wasn't even that funny. Like it's really embarrassing. Gotta try a little bit harder, dude. Gotta try a little bit harder. It takes like very minimal creativity to actually be funny. A masturbation joke isn't, it's not funny. Like we make a lot of sexual jokes on here, but that's just not funny. You gotta try harder, dude. All right, peace out. Hello, we win. No worries. Go sleep. Yes, I had a very good sleep. I slept about 5 hours. I woke up. I laid in bed for about 20 minutes, and then I went right back to sleep. And then I woke up like 2 hours ago. It was great. It was wonderful. I'm still feeling a little bit tired, but not too bad. Not too bad. It's been one of those days where the stream started, and it was like problem after problem because like before you go to bed, turns out my camera is dead. So the cam link is acting up. But the cam link really didn't like things because the camera's dead. The camera is fine. The HDMI port is dead. I couldn't get it to turn on. So at first I thought it was the cable. I mentioned that yesterday. I thought it was the cable that was the problem. So I swapped the cables around and nothing. And then I plugged this camera in and instantly it started working. And so I plugged this one back in and it just will not pick up the signal. And when I like shook it, like in the right position, it would turn on and then it would turn right back off. So the HDMI port is dead on this. But I was just saying at the very beginning, downside is they don't sell this camera anymore. I wouldn't want it anymore anyway because the HDMI port sucks. But a comparable camera is like $1,000. And I cannot bring myself to spend $1,000 on a camera. But I'm going to have to figure something out because this camera is over $1,000. And if I have to keep plugging it in and unplugging it, I'm eventually going to break it because it also has the crappy HDMI port because Sony thinks that HDMI ports aren't important. I don't know. So I'm scared I'm going to break this camera. So I need to buy a replacement camera. I'm really not looking forward to it. I might. I don't want to because I've got all Sony lenses. So I don't want to switch cameras. But Canon's got a Canon camera that can work with live streaming. And it's like $450. So it's a heck of a lot cheaper. But that's a lot of money. I don't know. Like I've got space on my credit card, but damn, that's a lot of money for a camera. For a camera that I'm not going to use because I've only got Sony lenses, so I'm going to end up just using it for live streaming, and I'm only going to have to use the camera, the lens that's built in, like that it comes with, and it's not a very good lens. So yeah, that's my day. That's my day so far. Kind of a bummer. But yeah, go to sleep. We win. Don't worry. I'm on the fence. All I'm explaining to everybody is I'm kind of on the fence on what to do because I was doing like Green Hell and I wanted to do like Green Hell, The Forest, Sons of the Forest, Subnautica, like darker survival games. All of those games, except for Subnautica, have less than 200 people watching them at any given time. So the channel will never grow if I'm doing those games. Games aren't the most important, but I do need to have the option of having people find me. And if only like 200 people are ever watching the game, the odds of me even growing are next to impossible. So I need to figure out a new game plan. That's not going to work. I do like having not to think about what games to play. It would require taking the camera apart and getting it fixed, and there's not a lot of places that do that here, and the places that do are going to charge like $400 or $500. At that point, I might as well just get a brand new camera. Because most of the electronic shops here, they cost like $200 baseline just to even look at it. And a lot of them charge like $60 to $100 an hour. So it's right there is going to be like a $300 charge, and the brand new Canon camera is $450. It's just not even worth it at that point. You know, and the camera is known for having a really bad HDMI port, so it would break again no matter what. And I wouldn't want to go through all the trouble. I really wouldn't, you know. But yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence on what to do. I need to rethink my game plan. I do like playing like one genre of game or one specific game until it's like beaten, basically, because then I don't have to think about it. I can literally just sit at the computer and go, instead of having to be like, what do I play today? And what game is it? Am I in the mood today? Instead, it's just, I'm playing this game and that's it until it's done. But I don't know what I want to play because I looked up all the games that I like and they don't have viewership. Like none of them do. So I chose Minecraft for today because I've actually never really played Minecraft Java. And Java has hardcore mode, which is the hardest difficulty, plus you only get one life. So when you die for good. So maybe that'll be fun to see what we can do with hardcore mode. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The thing is, this camera's Sony, so I would keep the lenses. It's just they're not super useful anymore. The whole thing is like I've got 3 lenses. I've only got 3. I've got 3 lenses, and so it gave me options on depending on what I was going to do. Like this one, normally I use it for like vlogging and stuff if I'm holding the camera, because it's really, really wide angle, which lets you see a whole bunch of the room. And then I've got the lens that's on this one right now, which was on this one, which is what I use for TikToks because it adds a beautiful blurry background. And then my other dead camera, it has the lens that came with, stupid HDMI thing. Hold on. The camera froze. The camera froze. I'm having like a really bad tech day today. A really bad tech week, honestly. Holy crap, man. Okay, this lens came... This is a dead camera too. This lens came with this camera. No, it came with this camera. It came with this camera. It's got like a little bit of zoom and stuff, so I usually use this for streaming because then it also autofocuses, so I can kind of move around and I'm always in focus. But it's just more like I don't have any options with Canon. I would have to buy new lenses if I wanted to do anything different. And I don't really like the built-in lens because the quality isn't great, but that might just be what I have to do no matter what, which is fine. You know, I've already spent, like I spent like $200 on the lens that's on here right now. And this one was only like $50. Because it's a really, really cheap manual focus lens. It's just expense after expense, right? Because I just bought that capture card thing. I just bought, there was something else that I just bought for the stream that I had to replace. Oh, the hard drives. And now I have to buy a camera. Like, it's just, and I'm not making any money as a streamer, so it's just money going in and not coming back. That part kind of sucks. But it is what it is, you know, there's not much I can do about it. The tech is gonna break, and it's not even like Sony makes bad quality stuff. Like the HDMI port on this sucks, but I've been streaming for 7 years, right? Like the equipment starts to go after a little while. And so it's inevitable that I'm gonna run into a problem. It's inevitable I'm gonna have to replace things. With the HDMI port, a big part of it is, you know, I've had to shift this stream setup multiple times because it was in this room, but it was over there. Then it was in the other room. Then I swapped which position it was in the other room because it wasn't really working out. Then I've swapped it back to here. And so like each time I'm moving cables around and causing damage. So little by little, it just, it goes down. No, it's okay. We win. It's okay. You can't pay for everything. I got to earn my money from other people too. That's funny, Michael Jackson. That's funny. Yeah, that Night Owl, how's it going, man? I thought it was WeWin because I just saw the purple. How are you doing, man? Your channel is doing so well lately, dude. I'm so happy that your videos are doing so well. I'm loving the new tweak you've done to your like editing style and your delivery style to your videos. I may be taking inspiration for when I start getting stuff from brands. I'm actually in the process of working with one brand. They're sending me stuff out. Not cameras though, not yet anyway. But they are sending me out a dock for my Mac Mini, which is perfect. I bought a dock from Amazon, which I kind of regret buying now because now I'm getting this one. Although I think I've only had it for like a week. Maybe I'll try returning it. I bought a dock, but it's one of those really cheap budget ones. And it'll occasionally just like kick the hard drive out and just say it doesn't exist. So this company's going to be sending me the one that I was looking at originally. And I might take inspiration from your videos in the way that you like start off your video with like a little bit of a transition and like, if you need this, and just kind of like offer it up without really giving a review of it. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, hey, this is an option and this is what it does. Because I really like what you've been doing with your videos. I really like that. And it kind of, one of the problems I run into is I have a hard time not being blatantly upfront with what I think of the product. And so obviously I don't exactly make the best of friends sometimes with my reviews. Like the one that I got from these guys, Gravistar. Where is it? It's in here, I think. Yeah, my Gravistar earbuds. That was not a very nice review that I did, but it was my honest opinion, right? Like the earbud thing fell out in my ear the very first time I put it on, and it was like deep in there. I had to get somebody else to use tweezers to get it out. Not exactly the best experience, but after that, after I did the review. I've used these on occasion when I couldn't find my AirPod Pros, or like when I was something happened and I had these in my car and I left my headphones at home, and I used these. They're not bad, right? They're pretty decent, but I already gave a bad review. So needless to say, I never heard from them again, even though they make some pretty cool products. I never heard from them again. They weren't happy with me. Yeah, exactly. Like do more of an overview, so that way people can kind of make up their own mind, but I'm also like showing you what I saw and what I thought, right? You're getting something. Yeah, I've seen one of the speakers, but the only person I've seen review it, I think it was Linus from Linus Tech Tips. And, you know, I don't know if you follow what's been going on with them, but they're kind of in some hot water right now. So I take that review with a grain of salt, because they're also a little bit elitist. I like Linus, but they're a little bit elitist. You know, they don't make reviews for the common folk, which is fine. But sometimes I feel elite reviews give a bit of a skewed response, because they don't necessarily give you what you're going to experience. Instead, they make you think that the problem is much bigger. Like, I've got a Samsung OLED TV, which is like their first OLED ever. But it's a QD OLED, which has like quantum dots or something to make it way brighter. I don't know. It's a super like technical thing. Who's calling me? 1-800, whatever. And a lot of the reviews were done by like elite TV reviewers, and almost all of them agreed that the blacks weren't that great because you get like a purple hue. So if you have like even a lamp on your nightstand and you turn it on, you're gonna see purple instead of black. I don't see purple. I don't think that they're lying. I just think that they are so meticulous in their reviews that now they're noticing things that nobody else is going to notice unless they're just as meticulous. And let's be honest, when it comes to tech stuff, there are a lot of meticulous people out there, but it's the vast minority. The vast majority of people buy stuff just because it looks cool. Like, they're not actually going to notice the little purple hue. And so Linus did a review of one of the Gravistar speakers, and it wasn't a great review, but again, Linus is kind of like, he wants Ferraris, and when he sees a Honda Civic, he's like, it's crap. I'm like, well, it's still a good car, it's just not a Ferrari. Like, what do you expect, you know? But yeah, no, I like Gravistar stuff. I love their look. The look they use is so cool, because how can I say this? If you're like an audiophile where you want like the most clean, flat profile, equally balanced and all that, Gravistar's not for you. But if you're like me, I like heavy bass. I like very like rich sound, like deep, rich sound, warm sound. Gravistar's really good for that. But I love their look of things, like that weird steampunk, futuristic past style. It looks so cool. I think it's awesome. Yeah, is it one that's kind of like it's got the 4 little legs and it's almost like a bullet at the top, so it's almost like a Metroid style shape? Is it that one? That's the one that I think that's the one that Linus did. But it was on one of those videos. He was going in with a negative perspective already. Okay, that one's a bit more round at the top. Okay. Yeah, Linus was going in with a bit more of a negative thing. Like, the video was specifically, I'm going to say yes to everything that gets offered to me. And so that was the joke, is that he was just going to accept any garbage. So he was already going in kind of being like, this is what I turned down because I'm above this stuff. Again, back to that whole elitist thing. But I think Gravistar is really cool, especially because it makes a statement. Exactly what you said. It's a statement piece. It's not necessarily paying for top of the line quality. It's paying for something that stands out, which I think is a really cool perspective. As long as the quality is decent, it's worth paying for the bit of a look. I was just talking about that with my buddy Preston, about how the Xbox Series X in like full specs is better than the PlayStation 5 when it comes to performance. Obviously there's way more details, like there's no games to take advantage of that performance. There's nobody actually like making sure the games are running as well as possible for that hardware. But if you look at the PlayStation, it makes a statement with the way it looks, and the Xbox looks like a big black box. It's like the ugliest console that's ever existed. I like the PlayStation makes a statement, even though it's not everybody's cup of tea, you know? Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm looking forward to that, man. I've been enjoying the stuff you've been showing. I've been enjoying the stuff you've been showing. You've been doing like a really nice mix of stuff, you know, like streamer tips and like camera tips and lighting tips, and then overviews of stuff you get sent out. I gotta get better at that. Hello, Andrew Bites. How you doing, man? How's it going? Yeah, it's you know, 30 FPS doesn't bother me, really. Like, it's never been a huge deal for me, especially with RPGs. Like, I really don't care. That being said, though, the Xbox Series X is a fairly powerful console. Those graphics better be as good as like the cutscenes we've seen for it to be limited at 30 frames. But if it's limited at 30 frames because of the Series S, and they're trying to keep parity between the two consoles, I'm really, really not going to be happy, because this is Microsoft's like only shot at like making a real first party game. I really want to see them do something good with it, you know, but I don't trust Microsoft. But yeah, exactly. I think it's because of the Series S. I want to hope that it's not, and that it's because the graphics are just so mind-blowing that they would rather have a stable 30 than like an unstable 60. But it's probably because of the Series S, and that really sucks, because the Series S is great. I like the Series S. I just wish Microsoft would kind of be like, okay, here's this hardware that's capable of this stuff. Just make sure it's on there. That's it. But Microsoft sets all these rules, and then developers kind of have no choice, and it kind of sucks. Yeah, no, absolutely, Night Owl, and you've been doing a really, really good job at that. Like, it has, as soon as I see it, I know exactly what to expect in delivery. Whoa, that's so loud. Asterisk, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That was so loud in my ears. I know exactly what to expect as soon as I see your video when it comes to the way you're going to deliver it, but I never know what you're going to talk about. So it's just varied enough to always keep you on edge, but you know exactly how you're going to be delivering it. And so it's a really nice change you've added, and it's not a very big change from how you were creating content. Like, it's very, very similar to your old stuff. It's just tweaks you've made, and the tweaks have been for the better. I really enjoy what you've been doing. I really, really enjoy it. Hello, just came from Snacks. Like, Snacks, the Brit, is that who we're talking about? Snacks is on. Oh, I missed this guy. Oh, he's awesome. I love Snacks. This guy is such a great guy. He's got like the biggest heart in the world. I love Snacks. He's such a kind dude, and I've missed his face because he hasn't really been able to make content over the last little while. I met him through TikTok. He's great. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. My stream, just so you kind of have an idea, is very much like this. I'm going to be gaming, but it's very much me just kind of like talking the whole time. So it's like a podcast with a video game in the background. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what it is. But thank you for coming over. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's so dumb. You would think that it would work, like the USB working with Microsoft. You would think Microsoft, being Microsoft, you know, the biggest PC manufacturer out there, they would have a lot more support for regular USB peripherals. You know, you could throw in like a C920 and it just starts working. You throw in, you know, a Fifine mic and it's gonna work. I don't understand why they don't allow it. I get it, licensing and money and all that kind of stuff, but like, come on, guys, your console's in trouble. Just like do it, you know. I saw Turtza. I enjoy my Series X. The fact that I can play 4 different console games. Yeah, no, I like my Series X. I actually use my Series X a heck of a lot more than I use my PS5. I like the Series X. I've been playing, what's it called? Red Dead Redemption 2 over the last couple of nights. I just restarted it. I like the Series X. It's really quiet too. I find that the PlayStation's just a hair louder, and the Series X, I don't even know that it's on. Like, I can't hear it at all. I like my Series X. I just wish Microsoft did a better job at supporting it properly, because they're forcing people to, like devs, to consider the Series S and to keep the Series S like to have it keep up with the Series X. And the Series X is just so much more powerful that instead of pushing the Series S, they're limiting the Series X, which is really a bummer. It's really a bummer. All right. Thank you, Asterisk. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Tell Snacks I say hi. Tell him I say hi. Hello, Nikki. Hello, 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 hello. Patrick, I don't like those kind of games, so I haven't even looked up a video on it. I have zero clue about it. I love From Software. Games like Armored Corp, zero interest in, so I didn't even know it was out until somebody else mentioned it yesterday. Had no idea. That's as far as my thoughts with those games go, honestly. Yeah, honestly, Night Owl, it's a really weird thing they've decided to do. I don't understand why they've done it that way. You would think it would be like a $25 port, with it being such an old game. You know, 25 bucks. That's understandable for the Switch version. Even the PlayStation version, I guess. But it makes it even less palatable when the music just randomly stops. Weird. It makes it even less palatable when on the Xbox, if you owned Red Dead on Xbox 360, it just automatically upscales on the Series S and X. I remember when the X came out, that was one of the first things that a bunch of reviewers did was play Red Dead in full 4K at 60 frames a second. And they were blown away by like how great upscaling worked. And PlayStation Rockstar is now charging $50 for the PlayStation port, which is free on the Xbox. It's a really weird business decision. Like a really weird business decision. I don't understand it. But whatever. AAA companies are going to do what AAA companies do, and that's try to squeeze every cent that they can out of people, no matter how scummy it is, because people are still going to do it, which is like, I don't get it. Okay, so anyways, I am going to, I can't stay long, but I want to, yes, Nikki, I understand. It's very, very, very late. It's very, very late, so I understand. Night Owl, I can kind of get being here because Night Owl is a night owl. But it's very, very late, so I understand. I need to reset my clock, my internal clock. I'm having such a hard time doing it. Brian, how's it going, man? How are you? But yeah, so for today, I'm just going to do Minecraft. I've never played hardcore. I've always played the Windows edition, you know, the Pocket edition or whatever they called it. That everybody kind of hates, Bedrock, Minecraft Bedrock. I'm going to be playing Java for the first time today, and I'm going to try to do hardcore mode. See how it goes. I'm still on the fence on what I'm going to play. I was saying this earlier, now there's more people, so I can kind of explain it again. I'm trying to focus down my channel, so I'm trying to play certain genres and not be completely variety anymore, because I'm trying to grow my channel. And if you're too variety, it's very hard to get people to come back when they've just met you. They don't really form an attachment to you. They're more attached to the game. And if I'm going from like Dave the Diver to Resident Evil, those people don't really cross-section as often. So I want to try to focus a little bit. But I was focusing on survival games, and I did a week of The Forest, which I was having a lot of fun with. But there's like less than 200 people watching The Forest at any given time. And a few of my streams, there's been like 90 people watching The Forest on all of Twitch. So that means I only have 90 people that I will reach, which is not a very big number at all. It's a very, very small roof, and I don't want that. So I want to pick something that's a little bit more popular, but I don't want to do just one game, and I'm not going to do something just because it's popular. I want to make sure it's something I enjoy. So I'm kind of on the fence right now. I'm going to do Minecraft just because Minecraft is at least survival, and it is popular, but more than anything, I could just kind of do it without having to think. And I'm going to have to like focus down the channel and see what I'm going to play, because everything that I want to play has less than 200 viewers. The only one that came close was Minecraft and Subnautica. And Subnautica right now has 1.9k, but last night only had 900. Like, it's not a very high number either. But at least that gives me some kind of reach. We'll see. We'll see what happens over time, you know? It's not easy. It's not easy yet. No, it's not 10 p.m. for you yet, but I've only been live for half an hour. I've got like another 3.5 hours to go. So by then, we're looking at like 1 or 2 in the morning. How have things been for you, man? Like outside of content creation, how's life been treating you? You like the Windows edition? You know what? I prefer the Windows edition because it is so much more, I can never remember this stupid word. Optimized. It is, I want to keep saying refined. It is so much more optimized than Java edition is. And so like you can run Bedrock on a potato and it still runs really well. Whereas Java, you can have a beast of a computer and still have it completely fall apart on you. I like that about Bedrock, is that it is far more stable. Like I never have to think about my frame rate when I'm playing Bedrock. Same with like the VR support. Bedrock comes with VR support. It's really basic, and I think they stopped actually supporting it with the updates, so it's kind of broken now. But it ran flawlessly right out of the box. Whereas when I installed Vivecraft, which is the VR mod for Java edition, you know, I've got a 3070. I could barely get it to run at more than 60 frames a second, and it was a very, very unstable 60 frames a second. It was a real mess to play. And so, like, I don't like that about Java, but the mechanics in Java are a little bit more open than they are in Bedrock, so you can do quite a bit more in Java than you can in Bedrock, which is why most people like Java over Bedrock, but I like the stability. I really like the stability. You're at work? How's work going, Brian? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do Dave the Diver at all anymore. I've been enjoying the game, but it just doesn't really fall into anything that I do, and I don't want to only play indie games. So I don't think Dave the Diver is going to be a thing. Even something like Elden Ring, I'm still kind of on the fence about. I like it, but like I haven't been having any fun doing it on stream. Like, if I'm honest, I don't get the hype. I think it's probably my least favorite FromSoft game. Like, I almost hate the game. I don't want to play it. But outside of that, it's not really my... It's not something I want to play all the time. You know what I mean? Like, any kind of FromSoft game. So that's probably going to be off the roster unless my brother starts streaming with me again. I like playing co-op with him, but outside of that, I don't think I'm going to play it at all. Work is slow, hence why I'm here. Well, I hope I'm making the day a little bit better. Oh, that's not too bad, Nikki. You know what? I liked that game. I liked Kakarot. I thought it was fun. It still has the same issues that all of the Dragon Ball Z games have, where it turns into flying around in an empty world and just randomly fighting people. It doesn't fully feel like an RPG, but I thought it was fun. I like Dragon Ball. Cries on 100% completion of Elden Ring. Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't get it. I don't understand why people loved it so much. The boss fights are great. The graphics are great. But for me, obviously everybody disagrees with me, so I'm not going to say that everybody's wrong and I'm the one that's right. Obviously, I just don't see it. For me, FromSoft is very bad at telling you a story. They're very good at making stories, but they're not good at letting you know how to figure out the story. It's just up to you, which is obviously a big part of the FromSoft lore issue, or FromSoft lore style. But with an open world game, that to me doesn't work. That actually makes it way worse, and that's what's happened with Elden Ring for me. Honestly, I think it's a bad game. I just didn't like it. I tried really hard, and the more I played it, the less I liked it, and now I'm at a point where I just don't like the game. Because I never know what's going on. I have no idea why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I don't know where to go. And so, like, I think I probably streamed it like 15 to 20 times, like 15 to 20 streams, which is like 30 plus hours of gameplay. And for the 30 plus hours, I was probably lost for about 20 of them, where I genuinely didn't know what I was doing because the game is so bad at telling you what to do. Not that it's so good at giving you freedom. It's bad at telling you what to do. So I genuinely just don't like the game. So, like, even now, thinking about it makes me angry. I have no interest in that game ever again. I hated it. I hated it. It's still at full price, Nikki. Gross. But yeah, that's I liked the game. I thought Kakarot was good. Outside content, they're doing okay. Oh man, I hate funerals. I mean, nobody likes funerals. Nobody likes funerals, but funerals, man. Yeah, trying to catch up trying to play catch up after like having things get thrown off is so, it can really like, it feels hard. Like you feel like you never actually catch back up. And then that just becomes your new normal. So that's how you feel. You don't actually feel like you caught up. You just feel like, okay, this is my new normal now. Even though it doesn't match mine at all. Yeah, like I said, I'm obviously not the one that's right because I'm one of the few people that think this way. And I'm a huge FromSoft fan. I think it's objectively a bad game. Because they just throw you into this open world and then just go, there you go. And like, I've unlocked a really big chunk of the map. And I still spent 3/4 of my time literally wandering around doing nothing. Because there's just nothing telling you, hey, you should probably go here. Which like, in a game like Breath of the Wild, it does the same thing, but at least it has a story that's like upfront being like, hey, this is what's going on and this is why you're doing it. Whereas like FromSoft's like, here you go. And you're like, but why am I doing this? I'm like, well, did you read that one rock by the tree at the beginning of the map? No. Well, the rock tells you. Well, how the hell was I supposed to know that that rock had a description that told me that the reason I'm here is because some king did something? You know what I mean? And so like, it's just, I don't have any fun. Like I did not enjoy it at all. There was like, the boss fights were the only part that I liked. The rest of the game, I like hated. It wasn't even like I didn't like it. I hated it. So I'm just not even interested in ever starting the game up again. Just waiting for Java to finish downloading. Yeah, and that's what I've had to do with like the other games, is just watch a bunch of videos explaining all the lore, and even then I still don't fully get it. And even then, you go to the comments and it's people arguing about how the video is wrong. Because everybody has their own interpretation because it is so open, right? Which is like the beauty of it, is that you can kind of take your own interpretation of what happened and what it means and kind of guess your own way through it. But at least the other FromSoft games, they were open, but they were much more linear, so you could kind of stumble your way through the game without having to really know where to go. Whereas an open world game like Elden Ring is so open, you can wander around, and I say this because I did it, you can wander around for 8 hours and not encounter a single boss. And so like, that's the sign of a bad game. When you can wander around for 8 hours without ever running into anything accidentally. Shut up, I don't want that narrator. And that's just objectively the sign of a bad game, when you cannot accidentally find the things you want. You know, like I'm not a huge fan of Breath of the Wild. I don't think it's a bad game, it's just not my favorite Zelda. But I ran into things accidentally in that game all the time, because there was always something kind of drawing you into that area. Whereas Elden Ring doesn't have that at all. Everything looks the same, and everything is so well hidden that you don't see it. Which, that works when you're trying to like have hidden things within the story that like you can come back later and it's like, oh, I found this thing that's so cool. But like Elden Ring hides their bosses that way too, and so you're just kind of like, I don't know where I'm going because I've been wandering around this field for the last 8 hours and I haven't seen a single thing except for regular NPCs. And that's just a sign of a bad game, because games should keep you constantly in that feeling of like, oh my god, I found this. Oh my god, this thing's cool. Oh wow, this happened. And from all of my Elden Ring streams, the only things I can remember are the boss fights. I don't remember how I got there. I don't remember what I found. I don't remember the landscape. None of it stands out to me. Like, there's nothing that I go, yeah, I remember what that looked like. Like, there's just none of it that stood out to me. So I don't understand why it got Game of the Year. I don't understand why people think it is one of the greatest games of all time. I can see why people like it. It's just not... I just hate it. I just hate it, you know? Yeah, and like that part is good when you've spent 200 plus hours and you're still finding new things. It's just really bad when you spend 8 hours and you haven't found anything because it's all so hidden. You know what I mean? I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. I really want to play that. I really, really want to play that. But yeah, so to me that's kind of like because at least Breath of the Wild, like I said, I was able to find things randomly. Like I would just be randomly on the top of a mountain and I'd be like, hey, what's that thing? And I'd go over there and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's another one of those challenge things. Or I found the Lost Woods accidentally. I was floating and I don't remember what it was that called my attention, and I just landed in the Lost Woods and I was like, hey, I'm in the Lost Woods. And then I found the Korok big guy and all that stuff. And it was just like, it was just random. Whereas like Elden Ring, I wandered around for 8 hours and I ended up in the same spot and I was like, I didn't see a single thing. I didn't do a single thing. I literally just wandered around for 8 hours and nothing was accomplished. And so to me, it was kind of like, ugh. Thank you, Michael Jackson. Thank you. Jonathan Vargas, thank you so much for the rose. Thanks for the rose. Similar feel, but more linear story. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I wish that Elden Ring. I don't even think that Elden Ring needs to like. I'm saying this because I feel like I've made it sound this way. I don't think that Elden Ring even needs to like have like, here, go to this spot so you can go to the next part of the story. I just wish they had like a proper set of cutscenes that could like set up the lore for you, so I could be like, oh, that's why I'm here, and then let me explore. But at least give me the motivation as to why I'm there, because right now I have zero idea what I'm doing in Elden Ring. And I don't mean objectively like what point A to point B is. I mean, why is my character there? What is my character trying to achieve? What the hell's going on in this world? I have zero idea at all. Like, no clue at all what the game is about. And after almost 30 hours of gameplay, if I don't even know like what the world is, that's just not a good story, right? At least like in Zelda, even though Breath of the Wild is very light on story, it's literally, you've been asleep for 100 hours, you got to kill Ganon. At least I know that. I don't even know that in Elden Ring. Like, I don't know anything about Elden Ring, because it is so hidden. So I don't like the game, like, at all. John Vargas. How long I've been working with Lord Hare? I've been working with them for 8 months now, I think. About 8 months. Something like that. Someone saying your last name right. I'm Latino. I know these things. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, exactly. Like, just let me know what the story is. Like, why am I here? Right? If you're gonna make me explore, and that's just not my type of game. That's not necessarily it being a bad game. But at least give me a reason for anything existing at all. Like, I fought that giant guy on a little horse, and to me, it was the most hilarious thing in the world. And everybody was telling me it's a really epic story and blah, blah, blah. It just looks so stupid that this giant guy is riding a little horse. But I'm in that viewpoint because the game didn't tell me why he is who he is. So he wasn't scary. It was just really funny that it was this giant guy on a little horse. And again, that's just objectively a bad experience. You know, that's not even so much opinion. It's just there was nothing there for the player to grab onto unless you want to spend hours and hours and hours collecting armor and reading every description of it to figure out what's going on. And that's just a really bad way to portray a story because most people don't care about picking up every piece of item, you know? Thank you so much for the popcorn. Oh, I wish I had popcorn right now. Jonathan, we're talking about Elden Ring. And how I hate Elden Ring. I'm a huge FromSoft fan. I have played a FromSoft game once a week since I started streaming. And Elden Ring is the first game that I could objectively say I hate from FromSoft. I hated that game. But you have to go and talk to random NPCs, and most NPCs don't actually say anything of value. So, again, it's not actually telling you it in a story, it's you having to go out and find who's going to tell you what. And that means I have to try to figure out whose name means what. Right? Like, I don't know who Ofnir is. Or Radon. I'm assuming Radon is the horse guy. So like, I have to go and speak to people, and they use the name, and I have no idea who they're talking about. So as I'm listening to the story, I don't know that it's actually in relation to the guy that I fought 2 hours ago. Or like I speak to somebody and I don't know that it's in relation to the guy I'm going to fight in 8 hours, because that name means nothing to me at that point. So like it's not the same as other stories where like you walk into an area and somebody walks up to you and they're like, "Hey, you're about to enter this area and this is happening. This guy is this person and this is why it's happening." Instead, you're in a totally different section of the map and it's like, "This guy Michael, he's going to come after the gods and that's why he lost his legs." But I've never seen Michael. And then 12 hours later, I run into some guy with no legs, but they only mentioned him one time in a random conversation that had nothing to do with what was going on in the game. So I don't remember 12 hours later that that's who they were talking about. So to me, that there's no link between those two. Do you know what I mean? Is the first one who greets you first time arriving at a round table? Yeah, see, and like, so those are the things that they're not connected enough to be able to like draw a string between all of them. It's bad gameplay writing when the only way to figure out the story is to go and watch videos and read breakdowns, because the game isn't capable of telling you that. You have to go back and actually find out somebody else telling you what the connections are. Like, that's just bad writing. Even though you have a very great writer, if you can't connect the story in a cohesive way where you can just pick it up without even really paying attention to it, then you're just not telling a good story. Do you know what I mean? Because like, if you think of like Game of Thrones, same writer. When you watch Game of Thrones, you can still come up with like the basic idea of what's going on in the show and miss a whole bunch of it, but you still can figure out what's going on. Elden Ring doesn't even give you that. So like, that's the whole thing, is like there's a lot in there and it's really, really interesting, but it doesn't tell you any of it. You have to actually like, you'd have to have a chart. Like, okay, this is who I'm talking to right now. This is who he mentioned. Then like 8 hours later, go back. Every time you meet somebody new, okay, where do I see his name? So that's this guy. He told me this story 8 hours ago. That, like, you shouldn't have to do that just to figure out who people are and why you're there. Right? It's so vague that there's nothing, like, you have to put in more effort to follow the story than you do to actually like beat a boss. And that's just not a good way to write a game. You know what I mean? Exactly. You can't remember something from 10 chapters ago, especially when it was mentioned once in one sentence. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for the weights. Oh, I don't have my weights anymore. I moved everything around. I don't know where they are. But thank you. I appreciate that. Or R6. Yeah, I am on Twitch. I am on Twitch, Jonathan. Yeah, and like I said, there's gameplay styles, and I'm definitely not a fan of all of them. Like, I don't really like open world games because I get too confused. Like Skyrim, where you can just kind of do whatever you want for the whole time. But Skyrim's a really good example of how Elden Ring falls flat. Skyrim sets up the story and goes, this is everything that's happening, this is what you're going through, and it's like a lot of cutscenes and a lot of action, and then they just kind of go ahead and do what you want. You can continue the story, or you can just do whatever you want. Elden Ring just goes, here you go. It's just like, if I don't talk to the right people, then I'm not going to know what the story is. Or they'll tell me something now that they're going to reference that's in 12 hours from now. Or they're referencing something now that happened 4 hours ago. And so it's like, I don't actually know what's happening ever. Whereas like Skyrim, even though it gets so overwhelming with how much there is to do, at least they've like built the foundation so I can be like, okay, I know what's happening in the world. I know why I'm here. And I've just kind of wandered off and started talking to a horse breeder, and now he wants me to go off on this adventure. Has nothing to do with my story, but I at least know what the story is. Whereas Elden Ring, it's like you're in this big field. Why am I here? And why am I in this castle? And what's this big guy doing here? Okay, I guess I'll kill him just because I have to, but like, why am I killing him? You know? And that's just not... That doesn't keep you motivated to keep going, and that's what happened to me. And so the last 3 streams that I did, I don't remember anything of what happened because I was just so bored, and it literally turned into the viewer telling me what to do because I just had no idea what was happening, and I was so absolutely bored. Like, absolutely bored. I get bored in open world games, but like that was like pathetically boring. Like, boring. Hello, Hyper. How's it going? Oh, weird. Michael Jackson. Weird. No, I actually play Cash. I've just been talking because I've been waiting for Minecraft Java to download. But I talk throughout the whole time. So it's like a podcast with gameplay in the background. But I don't always just talk about games. I talk about whatever. Right now, we're just talking about games. Because I've been talking about how I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the channel. Because I don't know what I'm actually going to, like, focus on. But yeah. I should probably set this up. I don't really ever play Java Edition, so it looks really different to me. Video settings. Graphics fancy. How the heck do I make it? Thank you so much for the cloud bread. Thank you so much for the roses and the ice cream. I appreciate that. Thank you for the mic. I appreciate all the gifts. Give me a second here. I'm just setting up the resolution and stuff. But why isn't it full screen? Do I have to just do that? Is that why? Why can't I full screen it though? Why is it just minimum? I want it full screened. Let me full screen Java. I don't know. Maybe once I start the game, it'll go full screen. I don't know. We'll see. You like Java for mods? I'm doing really well, Merle. How are you? Are you off to work now, or are you done work already? Oh, nice, Hyper. Nice. I don't mind open world as long as there's actual tasks and something to follow. Yeah, at least like give you some kind of direction, right? And like if you're not going to give you a waypoint of like this is where you go next, at least give a very clear way of telling me, hey, you need to do this thing. Whereas like Elden Ring is very much, there's a god that you must destroy. His name is Vendranir, and he is evil. You will find him at the Torment Castle. Okay, cool. But I can't access Torment Castle because I haven't done like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K first. So by the time I get to K, I don't remember that you told me about Vendranir or whatever. I don't remember what the hell that place is. And so like I've been wandering around for the last 8 hours because I don't know where I'm going. And why do I have to kill this guy? What did they do? Like, why am I here? And the guy who told you that story about Vendranir and this storm something castle, he wasn't actually like somebody that you were forced to talk to. Instead, it was some guy in the back room in the like the round table that was hiding after you've spoken to him 16 times, then he'll tell you it. Like, why do I have to talk to him 16 times before he tells me this? And why is he hidden if this boss is actually important? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's there. Sure, they do tell you it. But I have to jump through 15 hoops for them to tell me that. And that's just not good gameplay, right? So, like, I get that fans are fans, but you can't be blind to the fact that it's objectively a bad way to tell a story and to motivate your character. Like, it just is. Like I said, I know that I'm wrong in saying that it's a bad game, but I refuse to admit that I'm wrong, that they don't tell you what to do, and that's just objectively bad gameplay. You know what I mean? The game sounds like Life is Strange because you need to remember everything. Life is Strange, though, is more of like a storytelling game, so at least it tells you stories. Elden Ring doesn't. That's the thing. Elden Ring doesn't say anything. Elden Ring is very different. Like, they're actually incredibly different. Because Elden Ring, the way you find out things in Elden Ring is you pick up armor. And it's not like special armor. It's not like you go into a room and there's like this special armor that you find in a treasure chest. No, you kill an enemy, a random enemy in the overworld, and it's like killing a Goomba in Mario, just a random Goomba, and then you pick up the armor, and then you have to read the description, and the description will be like, this helmet once belonged to the archer Farmist, and Farmist was from this town in the Far East, where they believed in using swords. Okay, but then the reason they're telling you that in that piece of armor from a random person you killed is because Farmist is a guy you're going to fight in 8 hours, and it's giving you the description of how they use swords, and so be prepared because it's a sword fight. But why is a random NPC's piece of armor telling me that? Why don't you have somebody actually explain that to me that I run into that I can't avoid and miss? right? Because you could play all of Elden Ring and literally not see a piece of lore and have no idea what's happening and beat the whole game. Whereas like Life is Strange, it's like watching a movie, and so like it's an interactive movie, so there's a lot to remember, but they're telling you it. Elden Ring, on the other hand, there's a lot to remember and they don't tell you it. So it's like, I don't even know what happened. I don't actually know Skylades. I've never heard that one. Yeah, and that's it, Hyper. When you have somebody like holding your hand, it's a lot easier to like follow the thread. That's what happened to me the last like 3 streams. Somebody was telling me what to do, and so I was able to kind of like at least keep up with what was happening. But nah. Yeah, it's like a visual novel. Exactly. Life is Strange is like a visual novel. So there is a lot to remember. There's a lot of details, and you have to like try to like recall what you just heard about this person. But at least they told you it. At least they told you it. So yeah, anyways, I'm in the middle of setting up here. Let me... Okay, I hope this works. I don't know. Let's stop the music. And switch scenes. Of course it's that way, but that's okay. For some reason, it's not going full screen. Maybe if I Alt-Enter. Nope, wrong keyboard. No, that doesn't work either. Huh. Why doesn't Java go full screen? Who plays Java? Does anybody play Java? How does this go full screen? I have no clue. Whatever. Let's just not use full screen. Let's do a specific window. In Minecraft, does it show up now? Aha, and then project it. Project it. Why isn't it showing? Why isn't it showing? Oh, it's... Hold on. Capture card. Oh, it's doing that thing where I have to like disable it and re-enable it, right? So if I do that, deactivate, activate, it should start working. There it is. My capture card's doing this really weird thing where it doesn't let me, like, I have to reset it every time I start streaming. It's so weird. I think it's my motherboard is on the way out. Just another expense. Just another expense. Okay, so I did, and it says it's full screen, but it won't go full screen. Like if I'm options, and then video settings, it says full screen, but it doesn't full screen. Oh, full screen off. There it is. Okay. So it said full screen, but it wasn't full screen because I have to turn on full screen even though it says full screen. Okay, we're good now. We're good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And we have no sound, but that's okay. Have I played Typing of the Dead? I did years ago. Years and years and years ago. House of the Dead was really, really popular when I was a kid. Can you actually hear it? Oh, dang it. The sound's not coming through. It says it's working, but it's not. Change it and bring it back. There we go. Okay. Yeah, weird. Yeah, House of the Dead in the arcades. I used to love that game. And then they came out with gotta get centered. They came out with Typing of the Dead, which was literally just House of the Dead, but instead of shooting, you typed out. Because when I was a kid, you actually took computer classes, and one of the courses was learning how to type, because it was important to teach you how to type, because not everybody had access to computers, but you needed to know how to type because they knew computers were going to be a thing for the workforce. And I used to play it a lot. I got pretty good at it. I like Typing of the Dead. Yeah, the Wii, House of the Dead. That was one thing that I loved about the Wii, is all those like pointer shooter games. So fun. The Resident Evil games that were like that were so cool. Okay, so single player. Wrong keyboard. I keep doing that. RFTFT hardcore? Hardcore is just a part of the game, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna die. So for those who don't know and don't play Minecraft at all, hardcore is like a one-shot deal. You die, it's over. The whole world gets erased. I've never played hardcore. I've never played Java, really. I only ever play Bedrock. But at least hardcore is gonna make me way, way more cautious. Because when I play, I'm pretty risky and I die all the time. You died in the first 10 minutes. I've been playing on hard mode for a really long time, but uh-oh. Hold on, my keyboard isn't set up properly. I'm gonna have to like dig a hole so I can. Oh wow, the stability is horrible on this. Java is so much worse than Bedrock in like frame rates. Okay, it's settled down now. Oops. Great start. Off to a great start. I don't really go for mods too much. Like if I were to start a series, maybe I would do mods, or if I was playing with people, maybe. The closest I'll come to doing any mods is maybe adding like ray tracing or something just to make it graphically prettier, but outside of that, okay, now it's running smooth. It's just slow at loading. That's all it is. Okay. Hey, look, I look like Link. I forgot I did that. I did that a long time ago. Okay. The layout is slightly different. That's okay though. Slightly different. Let's start with a pickaxe so I can actually get some stone. But first, fish. Come here, fishy. Come here. Oh, I forgot this isn't my regular layout. My buttons are different. Oh, I forgot there's a little recharge in there's a recharge in the attacks. Okay, that's slightly different. So I'm gonna be learning for those who play Minecraft Java. You're gonna be kind of kicking yourself for like little obvious things, but they're the little differences between Java and Bedrock. Like in Bedrock, you can just spam the attack button. In Java, you can't. There's a slight recharge, and I'm already dying. Okay, let's get some stone real quick. The volume's a little bit loud, isn't it? Thank you, Nikki. Good night. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you being here. Don Tavis, hello, welcome. Welcome back, Jonathan. Michael Jackson, I don't own the game, so I won't be playing it. I won't be playing it. Okay. I'm like taking all this damage. I gotta remember this is a one-shot deal. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Nope. Even the textures are slightly different. Wow. There's a big cave. I'm so gonna die if I'm not careful. Oh, God. Okay. Thank you, Don Tavis. Yeah, I was feeling lazy because I've had to keep trimming my beard, my facial hair, like every couple of days. And it was just getting really annoying having to trim it all the time. And so I was like, you know what? I'll clean shave. Then I don't have to worry about it for at least like a week because my facial hair grows slow. Hey, there's a village right there. Nice. Perfect. Okay, let's get a few more sticks. And, oh man, everything's even organized differently. Okay. I'm definitely going to want another pickaxe. And I'm going to want a regular axe, and that can work for attacking as well. And how much? Oh, I don't have one. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 3 more. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can go to the village and figure stuff out there. But yeah, so I'm gonna be pointing out like the little differences that I'm going to be noticing because things are just slightly different. If you guys don't know the history of Minecraft, for those who don't play Minecraft at all, Minecraft started like it started on like a web browser, but then once it was like a downloadable thing, it was the Java edition. It was written, I think it was written in Java, which is why it's referred to as the Java edition. And then I think it was when Microsoft bought it, they started working on a mobile version, the Pocket Edition of Minecraft. And because they rebuilt it from the ground up, it was running a lot better than Java did. And because it was made to be mobile, they were able to optimize it way better. And so then Microsoft released that mobile edition on Windows. That was what they used for their Windows edition. And it was far, far more optimized, but most of their players were playing Java, so they couldn't get rid of Java. And then they kind of just had both of them going at the same time. So then Pocket Edition eventually turned into Bedrock Edition, and Java is Java. And because Bedrock is like a remake from the ground up, there's definitely, I'm just gonna make my save point. Oh no, I can't sleep anyway. There's no respawns. I die. Yes. And so they are very similar, but they have slight tweaks, and those tweaks affect the gameplay in very unexpected ways at times. Okay. Yeah, no, it's changed over the last little while. I've been in that 2-week Minecraft phase with my friend as well. Yeah, Minecraft is awesome. I love Minecraft. Right now, it's kind of hard for me to play Minecraft, mainly because this is one of Nora's favorite games. And her and I used to watch all the Minecraft creators that we watched. We watched them together. So there's a little bit of a sad connection to it for me, which really sucks, but such is life, you know? I still love Minecraft. Wrong button. Okay, so I'm safe in here for now. Let me just switch my controller layout a little bit. Controls. Key bindings. Okay, so I like jump to be this button. I like sneak to be this button. I want sprint to be this button. Okay. What is C? Why is C highlighted? Save hotbar activator. I don't know what the heck that means, so I guess we'll use a button that I never use, which will be this maybe? I don't know. Let's use that. Whatever. Inventory, swap, drop selected item. Everything else I think is the same. It's just the jump and stuff that I needed to change. Okay. Hello, God. How are you? Come here, cow. Come here, cow. Yeah, there's been way more support over the last little while for Bedrock. Bedrock also has like fully, properly optimized ray tracing, whereas I don't know if ray tracing is available now, but I know when ray tracing first came to Minecraft, it wasn't available in Java. That there were mod packs you can include that would kind of force ray tracing, but it wasn't a very good system. But once you got it working, it looked better than Java did. But Java performed, or not Java, Bedrock did, but Bedrock performed it way better, and it was way easier to get going. That's the only thing I probably will add to this is some kind of ray tracing thing, because I do like how ray tracing looks in Minecraft. I just wasn't really planning to do Minecraft until right as I was sitting down to start streaming. But yeah, and there's like such a huge variety of mod packs you can put into Java, making everything just look way better. And I remember reading one of those like update patch notes on Bedrock of like upcoming stuff that they were supposed to be adding hardcore to Bedrock. I don't think they have yet, but they're supposed to be. I wish there was hardcore on Bedrock because I want to play on Bedrock, but that's okay. We'll do this. Okay, I'm not gonna leave the village too much because we'll just like spend the night there. I don't want to. I don't want to take too many risks. You know, it's too risky right now. Collect some basic resources. Hollow Knight is really good. I'm really bad at Metroidvania style games because I have a really bad sense of direction. I never know where I am map-wise. And so those games in particular really make you backtrack a lot. And I can never remember where I've been, so I get very confused. But the bit that I have played of Hollow Knight was really fun. I think I own it on the Switch. It was really fun. I eventually was just getting really confused on where to go because of my own sense of direction being so terrible. Oops. Okay. Is it only these? Oh, there's more up there, isn't there? Oh, there is. Okay. But yeah, Hollow Knight is great. And the sequel is coming up soon, right? Huh. Huh. Keep me safe, Iron Golem. Keep me safe. Oh, the village is pretty big. Okay. Ooh, armor, yes. A little... Oh, and a saddle. Cool. We'll get a horse early on in this game. Villagers, I might be stealing all your stuff once I get ready to leave. Because I don't think I can live here listening to all the time. I don't think I want to listen to that, but I would be okay with stealing all your stuff. I don't really care about trees. Yeah, we'll cook some potatoes in a sec. I feel like the villagers are more talkative in Java. Okay. What kind of biome should I make my base in? Ooh, we got a compass. Holy crap, man. These villagers give way better stuff in Java. The Java villagers are way richer than the Bedrock ones. These guys are rolling in cash. Like, at least in my experience with Bedrock, I'll be lucky to find like maybe 2 chests in a village. And they'll usually have garbage. Like it'll be like rotten flesh or friggin' saplings. Whoops. Whoops. But like we've got so much bread. I can open a bakery now. Could full blown open a bakery at this point. I should probably be taking the treasure chests. Okay. I don't know where to build my my base though. I always build in these kind of biomes. Although snow biomes are kind of scary. They're they can turn pretty rough pretty quick, especially when you get enveloped in snow, and I don't want that to happen. Okay. So I've got myself a bed. I got a couple of chests. I think... How much inventory space do I have? Empty maps. Some leather so I can make some armor. Oh, let's put that on. Got 6 leather. guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that one. Let's do the boots. In the new cherry blossom biome. We can take a look, see if we can find one somewhere. I remember the very first time I played Minecraft. It was so mind-blowing. I genuinely didn't think I was going to like Minecraft when I started playing it. And I only started to learn it because we bought it for Nora for her birthday. Oh, what? I didn't realize that was there. Did you put that there? Thank you. And I think I want to steal one of your cauldrons because I can use that to collect lava later. I didn't think I was going to like Minecraft. I only got it because of Nora. And once I started playing it, I became so addicted to Minecraft. Like, I played a ridiculous amount of Minecraft. And I remember the feeling of awe when you would find a whole new area. Or when you would get lost for the first time. And feeling so lonely that you're by yourself and there's nobody around. And there's no way to, like, you know, find your place. Now, at the time, I didn't know that you could get coordinates. So I didn't have the coordinates to my base. But, like, just that feeling of exploration was so cool. I love Minecraft. Move out of the way, dude. I'm going to steal your tool. Thank you. All right. Goodbye, villagers. We're off to find a biome. Cherry blossom biome. Okay. Hardcore does have me a lot more tense already. Because, like, normally I would just be jumping down this hill the whole time. Because if I died, I died. No big deal. But now I'm just like, if I fall too quickly, I'm going to die. And then game over. And we don't want that. Not yet, anyway. We got to make sure that when I get game over, it's devastating. That I lose everything for good. After I've built everything, you know? Like, I'm even going to have to plan how I'm going to build things like farms, mob farms and stuff. Because, you know, I'll build a mob farm and it's super, super high up in the sky. And then if I fall down, no big deal. But this time it will be a big deal. I'll have to, like, dump water all around it. So that way if I fall down, I land in water and survive. That's another big difference in this versus Bedrock. The way that mobs spawn is very different in Java. You can get much faster spawn rates in Java than you can in Bedrock. So farms are much more efficient in Java. Okay. Boat. Oh, you don't actually put it in for me? That's lame. There. All right. We are in a boat. I'll take some iron. I'll take some iron. Heck yeah, I'll take some iron. Boom. 1 piece of iron. Heck yeah. This music, it just like, it hits me in the emotions immediately. Like there's not even a build up. As soon as I hear it, it just hits me. It makes me feel so emotional. It just reminds me of sitting in the quiet, playing this with Nora. Okay, so cherry blossoms are like the last few times I found cherry blossoms, it was up on like a hill on a mountain. So we may have to venture onto land, but I'm gonna venture quite a ways away for the first little while. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, you're an orphan now. I left my crafting table. I'm so dumb. Oh, I left my crafting table. That's okay. That's okay. Lots of trees, but no cherry blossoms. Piggy, 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 piggy. It's pretty scary when you're venturing out for the first time and you're playing on hardcore. I'm so scared. I'm just gonna, like, make a decision and die. Or, like, look in the wrong direction and have, like, a creeper come up behind me. As I'm, like, looking at you guys and talking, all of a sudden... Are those them? There we are. There we go. Our new home. Right near a cave, where creepers like to come after me. Alright. Oh, it's almost nighttime. There's caves everywhere. Oh god, this might be a bad decision. It's alright. I got 2 stacks of wood. I can make a little tiny house. Real quick. Real quick. Stay up, sunlight. Stay up. Stay up, sunlight. Don't go down. Not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Stay up, sunshine. Alright, here we go. Cherry blossom area. We'll build it right at the top of the hill. Hey, there's another village. Yes, I don't need to build right now. I can just go to sleep in this village. Oh, village, you are the most sweet, sweet vision I've ever had. The sweet Minecraft village. That is abandoned. Kind of. It looks abandoned anyway. Kind of scary. Do I want blank paper? No, but I do want maps. But, like... Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Did this village get abandoned? Or are you down there, guys? Hello? Did I find an abandoned village? Is it abandoned because of ghosts? Is there a Minecraft ghost here? I wish I could build a Ouija board we could ask. Ghost of Minecraft Village, what happened to you? Are you wearing old-timey clothes from the 1800s? Alright. Yeah, I think this village is abandoned. Well, if it's abandoned, then do I really need to build? I can just, like, take care of this place. I'll just have my house here. Hold on, cow. Hold on, cow. Don't go anywhere. No, cow, hold on. Cow, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look, there's a hole I want you to look at real quick. No, just like just like real quick. Just like real quick though. Just like real quick, cow. Just real quick. Please. There. Here you go, cow. Here you go. Look at that. Look at that. You see this? You see this hole right here? You should look at it. You should look at it. It's a pretty good hole. It's a pretty big hole. Do you fit in it? Do you fit in it? Yeah, we got a cow. Next. Where's the other cow? Hello? Other cow, I've got this really cool hole I want you to look at. That sounds really dirty. I don't know what the back room concept is. I don't know what the back room concept is. Come look at my hole. Look, Steven there is looking at the hole and they really like it. You should join Steven. Here you go. Here, go in the hole. There you go. Ha! We got 2 cows. Give me a baby. Give me a baby, other cow. There we go. Make a baby. All right, we got our cow farm. It's super, super tiny, but we got a cow farm. We're getting there. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Turtsa. I haven't heard of it. So if we've got this set of cows, I don't have any coal, right? I haven't picked any up by accident. No. Okay. So, how am I going to do this? What should I do? Because we got a place to live now. Not that I can respawn. I have to keep reminding myself that. There's no respawning available. Let's build my crafting table again since I lost the other one. And I need a shovel. Whoa, 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 wrong buttons. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, I haven't heard of it. I haven't really been in the loop about stuff that's upcoming. I've always been pretty bad at following stuff that isn't mainstream, like little indie devs that are coming up with like a new concept, or even like AAA companies that are hinting at stuff that's going to come out. I'm never really that good at following it until it's officially announced. I'll have to look it up because I'm always down for some horror stuff. I ignored God, everybody. Do you think I'm going to get banished? God just finished saying I was nice, and then I just never responded. I ignored God. Okay, here we go. This is enough space to build a little tiny farm for some wheat to feed my cows, and at least that way I'll have food. Okay. Cool. That's pretty good, right? That's fine. I'm not going to make an automated farm yet. We will make that eventually, but for now, no automated farm. And I keep pushing that button for thing because of the forest for the inventory. So let's get rid of this stuff that I don't need. Oh, I should probably put that armor on too. Stuff that I don't need for now. Keep the wood. Build a little farm. Oh, wait, I don't have a bucket, and I only have one piece of iron, which isn't enough to build a bucket. Crap, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I'm gonna have to find some iron. But we can grow without water, right? Nice, Turtsa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. Ugh. I don't even know who Kane Pixels is. Hello, Phoebe. How are you? Phoebe Buffet. How's it going? Oh, my eyes are all stingy. I can't wait to have fajitas tonight. I'm excited for some fajitas. Okay, I guess, you know what? I need coal. Maybe I'll make some charcoal right now. At least that way I can put a few torches around, so that way I don't have to worry about, you know, spawning monsters all around me. For those who are just joining, I am playing this on hardcore for the very first time. I've never played hardcore before. And it's a little bit intimidating, to say the least. Okay, now. Oh, wait, I put the stone away. I need the stone. And then build a furnace. there. Put a few pieces of wood down here. Get myself a few pieces of charcoal so I can make some torches and kind of spread them around so I don't get killed. Then, oh, there's some coal over there. Now, I don't know how the despawning works in this game either, so that's going to be something else that I have to kind of figure out as we go, because things are definitely different between Java and Bedrock, so there are things I'm going to have to work on. Like learning how they work and what not to mess up. That's what I hear when I hear mining coal. Okay, now we're up here. I definitely need to find a few pieces of iron, but I'm so not ready for that. I'm so not ready to go look for iron. I'm so scared of it. We're on a hill, but it's not tall enough to spawn iron up here. Okay, thank you. And now we can make some torches. Torches. Lots of torches. Torches. Lots of torches. Okay. Yeah, it's just slightly different enough that even like basic things like building is a bit of a slower process for me, because it's just a hair different than how it is on Bedrock. I'm really surprised by that. I didn't expect it to be just different enough to make it feel hard to do basic things. Okay, we got some lighting in here. You can also pretty much carry anything in your right hand, right? Yeah, I love that. I love that. You can't do that on Java. There's only certain things you can do, or not Java and Bedrock. There's only certain things you can carry in your other hand. There's even a mod you can have where the torch in your hand actually produces light. So no matter where you are, if you're holding it in your hand, it will just produce light in front of you so you can go into dark areas. That's a really far drop, but I need iron. These are all really, really scary and deep, man. No worries, Turtsa. You go eat. I'm getting hungry, too. I had a bowl of Captain Crunch for breakfast, but it's not enough. I'm hungry at this point. I wish that copper was more useful, you know? I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. See, I like Minecraft because it's a nice, quiet, peaceful game to play. As the music starts, it's like a quiet, peaceful game where you don't have to worry. Oh, it's nighttime already? Okay. It's a peaceful game where you don't really have to worry about, you know, storyline or getting overwhelmed or any of that stuff. But it's definitely not the most excitement building for streams. That's why I like the forest, because there's always tension with those stupid dudes coming after me. You know what I mean? How long have I been live? I've been live for almost 2 hours. I might go back and play a little bit of the forest. I don't know. What's my viewership at? 5 and 3. Like, my viewership's exactly the same as it has been this whole time. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I found an abandoned village. Not exactly the most positive outcome to start off, but you know, if you think about it, it's a bunch of like missing villagers. What the? I thought I heard something. But at least I feel like we have the basis of a base going, which is what matters. What do I have? I'm missing a hat. Give me a hat. Now I'm stylish. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll be switching over to the forest for a bit. Just so we have a bit more excitement right now. Oh, man. Brother just sent me something. Give me a second here. Sorry, work talk. Work talk. No, not Tavis, I muted because I was talking to my brother. Okay, let's try some The Forest. Only because I want something a bit more exciting. Like, Minecraft is fun, and I'm having fun, but it's a quiet stream. Like, people aren't really chatty today. And Minecraft is a very, like, laid-back game. And so, and I'm a little bit tired. So I'm struggling to like keep, I don't want to say focused, but like to keep my own energy up when nobody's chatting and the game is a very peaceful game. At least here, if nobody's chatting, I have nakey people coming after me the whole time that keep my tension super high all the time. So that keeps me going. You know what I mean? Yeah, no worries on Tavis. Yeah, no, my brother sent me a message and I muted just so I could answer him. So I could be like, hey, what do you want? You're bugging me. No, I'm kidding. He was telling me about what the... Oh, is that who makes the game? I never noticed that it did that before. He was just telling me something that he did to try to fix an issue we were having at work. So he was just sharing that with me. So I was just answering back, giving him a suggestion for something else. Okay. Oh, I should probably switch my stream title. Is it working? Is it working? Hello? Hello? There it is. Okay. Now let me switch my stream title real quick. Edit. Tales of the Nakey People. The Forest. Not powered by Restream. Screw you, Restream. I mean, I love you, Restream, because you let me do this stuff, but still. The Forest. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Change my thumbnail to The Forest. And save. And Twitch. My TikTok doesn't let me switch it, so that kind of sucks. edit my stream info. Tales of the nakey people. The forest. Do you like nakey people? The forest and the forest. There's not a lot of people watching. 174. I don't care because I am having fun with this game, even though I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Even though I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Okay. Let's continue then. Yeah, I definitely... They haven't updated that yet, right? I still can't switch it on TikTok? No, it doesn't let me. It doesn't let me. Yeah. What if I do this? Pause the live, can I? No, I still... Nope. I thought I could pause it and change the settings, but I can't. Can't do it. Sorry. I will be, Don Tavis. I had actually planned to do it today, but I was feeling lazy. That's all. That's all it is. It wasn't even like something was wrong or like, you know, a real legitimate reason why I didn't. I was just feeling lazy because it means I have to like stand the whole time, and I don't want to. I'm tired. My eyes are still burning. Like I slept okay, thankfully, but I'm just feeling lazy to be standing and playing the whole time. Tomorrow I stream though. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow because I've already got the stream set up this time. So all I have to do is just plug it in and I'm good to go. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll play some Resident Evil 8 in VR tomorrow if you're here. Okay, because I've been considering the whole thing. Part of it was I was lazy, but the other part is I'm trying to grow my channel, right? What streamer isn't? But I'm actually like trying to put effort into growing my channel. And a part of decision making for like the games you want to play, for what you want to do on the channel, a part of it is choosing the game and making sure it's a game that has a viewership, right? Like right now, The Forest has 175 people watching it. And although that seems like a lot of people, you have to think of it like big terms. I'm not going to get all of them watching me, but there are only 175. So even if I get like 5% of those people watching me, that's a maximum of 10, right? And so, like, less than 10. And so, I'm not really going to get a lot of growth playing The Forest. Resident Evil is just as bad as The Forest. Let me see. Resident Evil Village right now has 248 people watching. So, just a little bit under 100 more people watching Resident Evil 8. So, there's not a lot of growth in Resident Evil 8 either. And so, I'm trying to figure out what to play. So, I was kind of like on the fence. And then I was feeling lazy, so I was like, I'm not going to play Resident Evil if nobody's going to watch it, and I'm lazy, so I'm just going to play Minecraft. But it's a quiet stream. I'm feeling low energy. I didn't want to end up being bored while I'm streaming. Give me a second. I'm just my brother again. Okay, anyways, yeah, so it was like multiple reasons I chose not to play Resident Evil today, but I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, because I'm enjoying it. I want to beat it, for sure. It's just, it means I have to stand the whole stream, and, you know, I have to do a bunch of setting up and stuff, so it's just extra work to get that going, versus something like this where I can just sit here and play. But yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I like it. I think Resident Evil is a fun game for sure. Okay. Let's eat one of these bad boys. It's a little uncomfortable when you're eating a dried lizard and it crunches. That sounds like not healthy. That sounds like it's not healthy. Okay, so we've explored a bunch of caves. And I have to find a way to climb the rocks and a way into the sinkhole. I'll have to keep exploring the caves. I guess I didn't save the last time because I was exploring the hanging cave and then there was explore the... Oh no, I still do have that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was exploring the hanging cave last time and we got to the dead man cave or something like that. But I guess I didn't save since then. That's okay though. I can play this game in VR too, but it's kind of janky. But it's way scarier in VR. Okay, do I have any issues right now? Am I okay? Am I healthy? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm hearing the monsters. Where are you guys? Oh, look, they're not blue this time. This is a regular colored one. It's a pink one. It's not a blue one. It's still two of them, though. It's still two of them. Ew, they sound really gross. Gross. Look, they don't even bug the villager dudes, the nakey people. They just leave them alone. What the heck? What? Maybe if I get nakey, you'll leave me alone? Like, damn, y'all come after me. Is it because I'm wearing clothes? Is it the hatred of clothes? Is that what the problem is? I do still have the katana, which is good. Ooh, actually, can I, like, up this? Up the ante? Oh, I can only poison it? I can't make it... I can't add glass to katanas and make them sharper? Make them even more hectic? No, I can't do it. Dang it. How do I make it poisonous, though? 4 blueberry thingies? That's marigold. That's chicory. That's aloe. Dang. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So scary, man. I don't remember what the map button is. What's the map button? There it is. So I'm there. Okay. It's so stressful. I guess, yeah. I guess that's the only place I can go. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. What is that noise? So I'm up on the... Uh-oh. We're sliding. We're sliding. They both seem to lead to the exact same spot. The dead-end cave. I'm really disoriented. Is the pin where I am? Like, is that where I'm standing? The pin? Yeah, the pin is where I am. Okay. But that doesn't... What? It would have to be up there, would... I don't know, I'm confused. Okay. So... I'm hearing something. I'm hearing something. Oh, that scared me. That reflection, I thought it was a monster. Although it sounds like I can hear a monster. That's really morbid. Just some random heads just like hanging out there. Oh, is it raining? Is that what that noise is? In real life, no, that's not thunder. What the hell is that noise? In real life, being in a cave while it's raining, very bad idea. FYI. Oh, my eyes are stinging. I don't blink when I'm playing enough, so my eyes start to sting. Oh. And that bright light doesn't help. Okay. So... this is a dead end. I don't know where to go from here. This leads me up. But I feel like it's a higher level. It's not actually in this cave. I feel like it's up higher that I have to get to the next area. So it looks like this isn't going to be anything. Do I look younger? It's because I'm clean shaven today. I usually have a little bit of stubble, and I got rid of it completely. So that makes me look younger. I'll take it, though. I'll take it. I can hear some kind of monster. That's really uncomfortable. I don't want to hear a monster. This is really scary, like honestly. This is the forest, so it's a survival game. You crashed in an airplane, and now I'm just trying to find my son, basically. Oh, cool! It all reloaded. That's what happened. It all reloaded. All the stuff that was here, I collected this before. Now it's all back. Okay, so let's, I guess my save file must have glitched. That's the only thing I can think of. Tape and this. What else do I need? And coins. No, these are coins. What else is missing? Oh, the watch. And a watch. So this, coins. And where's the watch? Oh, there they are. And a watch. Oh, yeah, a couple explosives. Got a couple of explosives. But yeah, this is the forest. And basically, we're just trying to find our son. But the game doesn't really tell you what you're supposed to be doing, so there's a lot of just exploration, and right now what we're doing is just exploring this cave. But everywhere I seem to go just means it gets worse and worse. Like, there's just so much random crap that this cave leads me to, and it's kind of unsettling. Wait, that's where I came from. Is there... I thought I saw another way over here, maybe? No. No, that was the dead end from earlier. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Oh, I'm gonna have to stand up soon. My butt is hurting. Okay, so... I know we have to find rock climbing equipment. And I think it was Turtsa that mentioned that it is gonna be in one... Oh god, we're getting... Oh! Woo! Thank you for the raid, raiders. You just made me poop my pants a little bit with that raid. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. Raid freak out. Hello, everybody. Welcome, raiders. How are you doing? Jamie Cleggers, hello. Jerax, hello. Nice to see you. Merle, welcome back. Itchy head. How is everybody? How was the stream? Snacks, it is so nice to see that you are live. I really, really appreciate the raid. Is it Killian? Is it Killian? Is that what I'm looking at? I don't know. Maybe. But hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in on that raid. I really appreciate you guys all freaking me out. I'm Luis. This is Retro for the first time. The alerts are so loud in my ears. I always forget about that. Thank you so much for the follow, Jerax. Thank you. I'm Louis. This is Retro for the first time. This is my variety channel. I've been streaming for about 7 years. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So loud. Thank you for the follow. I think it's Killian. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Retro Squad for both of you. I play... Oh, it's going to go off again. I saw the alert. Okay. Whew. Kala, thank you so much for the follow as well. Snacks, dude, thank you for the raid. How are you? It is so nice to see you live. I'm so glad to see you went live. Yes, I'm a variety streamer. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday. Those are the days that I stream right now. I might be shifting it a little bit because Mondays are real rough for me. And I do a variety of stuff, but I'm trying to like focus it, not really niche down, but focus it to like a specific feel. And so we've been playing a lot of survival games lately, which I'm a huge fan of, but they don't have a huge follower, like a viewer count overall. I don't mean like to me, but like just in general, if you look at Twitch, almost nobody watches survival content. So I'm kind of on the fence on what I'm going to play, but I do a mix of stuff. I also do a lot of horror. I'm a big fan of horror. Right now we're playing Resident Evil 8 in VR. Not right now, but like that's what I've got on the go. And I am a big fan of being scared. So if you like that kind of stuff, then welcome. If you're not a big fan, that's okay too. A little bit of how my channel kind of works is I'm a very big talker. Like that's the big attraction to my channel. It's not so much about watching me play because I don't play very well in any kind of genre. I'm not a horrible gamer, but I'm not like an elite gamer. You're not going to see me playing something like Call of Duty and like, you know, getting those W's all the time. I'm more of the bumbling around, not knowing what I'm doing. The big thing with my channel, and the thing I get told a lot is a good description of my channel, is it's like a podcast. It feels like a podcast. So I just chat about whatever, whether it's what's going on in the game or there's like a subject. Like I went on a whole tirade about Elden Ring earlier today. Yesterday I was talking about lack of sleep. You know, we just talk about whatever. And the gameplay is kind of just like background stuff. So that's kind of how my channel works. Although there are some changes happening because up until recently I was in a long-term relationship, and so there were a lot of like responsibilities involved. So I wasn't able to dedicate as much time to streaming as would be necessary to get the channel going. And so streaming was more of just like a casual pastime. Now I have a lot more time, so I'm going to be dedicating a lot more time. but that also means trying to figure out what's going to work best for my stream style, my channel content style, and what will be the most beneficial for you guys. So you may see some changes over the next few weeks to few months, depending on like what I find works and what doesn't. But yeah, if you want to come for the ride, absolutely come for the ride. Snacks, I hope you're doing really well. I'm so glad it did. The raid worked out. It scared me. It terrified me. I almost pooped my pants because I'm exploring this really dark cave and there's weird noises happening and I don't know where I'm going. And it was really quiet. Like nobody was really talking. It was like a super quiet stream. And I was like so concentrated. And I've got my sound set up so the alerts are like insanely loud in my ears. And so they went off really loudly and terrified me. So I almost pooped myself with the raid. So it worked. It worked very, very well. But I'm really, really glad that you're back, man. I've missed seeing your face. It's always nice when you're around, but it's really nice to know that you've streamed, you know? What were you playing? How did it go? But before all that, if you need to go, please go. It is super late where you are, and I know you've been streaming, and streaming is exhausting. The last thing I want to do after I'm done a stream is sit at somebody else's stream. So please feel free to go, go to the bathroom, drink some water, stretch your legs out, go to bed, whatever you need to do. I do not feel like you owe me having to stay or anything, Nobody should, but some people do. But I don't feel like you need to stay, so please, please go do whatever you need to do. I really appreciate the raid, though. Started great, ended super stressed. Super stressed because the game was hard, or super stressed because you were having tech difficulties? Because, boy, I've been having those lately. Crash Bandicoot is so good, though. It's such a rage-inducing game, though. People talk about Dark Souls being hard. Man, those games are serious. Those are hard games. Oh, the scene. Yes. Thank you. I'm so bad at that. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I've been having major tech issues. Maybe that's what's happening. You don't have any because I'm having them all. For me, it's more just wear and tear. My hardware is starting to go, and I need to replace so much hardware, and I really don't want to. As of right now, the list is I need to buy a new, potentially a new motherboard for my streaming PC. I need to buy a new camera, which really sucks. I need to buy a new light. It's adding up. Every time I feel like, okay, things are going smooth, something else breaks. I did get them all. This is the best Minecraft texture pack. It's called the Blood and Guts texture pack. Did the name switch in Twitch? I switched it. I don't know if it saved, though. Yeah. No, it didn't save. Why didn't it save? I changed it. I went through all the trouble. Yeah, I changed it. Maybe it's just... Oh, there we go. Now it changed. I don't know what happened. Yeah, we got raided while you were gone. No, I switched games. Basically, the chat was pretty quiet. There wasn't really anybody talking. Which don't take that as me saying like nobody talking, they're not supporting me, you don't love me. No, I mean it like it was just a quiet chat. And Minecraft is very quiet. I'm at the beginning stages of it. I'm just starting a hardcore mode, and it's very quiet, and nobody was talking, and I was getting very easily distracted and kind of bored by my own gameplay. So I was like, you know what? I'll play something that adds tension, whether or not I'm doing anything productive. And this does with like the monsters and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'll just play some Forest. At least if nobody's chatting, at least the game's going to get me scared. And if people chat, the game is casual enough that I can handle chatting with people. So like it's a win-win. And my viewership was pretty much the same while I was playing Minecraft as it has been while playing Forest. So it's not like I'm really losing out, you know? Yes, Turtsa, I might need it. Right now, I'm just exploring, so hopefully I won't need it. But I might. We'll see what happens. No, Merle, it's me. It's not you, it's me. My timing sucks. My scheduling sucks, you know? You work pretty much the same shifts all the time, so you were always able to be here. But now my schedule has changed, so seeing my stream is not exactly easy. I need to reset my sleep time, you know? They're responsible for my hair. They are. Lord Hair is responsible for my great hair. I've also... Uh-oh, the battery is dying. I guess the battery's dying. I've also been messing around with different ways to do my hair. And I have found one that I think works really, really well. And I am really loving it, doing my hair this way. Because it's a bit more of a... Like, it's a less structured hairdo, which I'm really liking. But it also looks a lot neater and cleaner, so I really like it. I found that my old hairstyle, not the style, but the way that I was doing it, made my hair look greasy after a day or two. Even though I was washing it and stuff, it would still look kind of greasy. But now I found a way that it doesn't look greasy and it looks nice and shiny, so I'm really liking my hair the last few days. Your schedule's also different this week? Yeah, Merle works a lot. Merle works a lot. But I was always able to catch Merle as she was getting ready for work. Snacks. Merle would be nakey while watching me. Yeah, that's right. I make people get nakey, apparently. No, but she would always be getting ready, so she would hang out while she was getting ready. But lately, I've been streaming a lot later. For those who've never been around, my schedule has been all over the place lately. I started to... when I took a year and a while off streaming, a year and like 2 months off streaming. And I just came back recently, and I was streaming like way earlier, like maybe between 5 and 6 hours earlier than now is when I was starting my streams back then. And because Alana's gone now, I have a lot of time that's free, but I'm also working a lot later. So I'm getting home, before I used to get home at like 3 in the morning. Now I'm getting home closer to 7 in the morning, sometimes 6 if I'm lucky, but the last few nights have been like 7:30 in the morning. So by the time I eat and, you know, wash my face, brush my teeth, get ready for bed, I'm not getting to sleep till about 9. So I'm not waking up till 3 in the afternoon a lot of the times. And so then I'm not starting my stream till about 4. So it's really pushed my time to much later than usual. But I'm trying to see if I can correct that a little bit by, instead of going to sleep after work, I want to try to sleep before work. And then stay up after work, work on some like TikTok and YouTube stuff, then stream, and then once the stream is done, go to bed. But it's really hard to switch the times around because I can't sleep when I'm not tired, so I can't sleep before going to work. But when I'm done work, by that point I've been up for like 15, 16 hours, and I'm a complete zombie, and all I want to do is sleep. So it's really hard because I know I would have to stay up and stay awake for a couple of hours, then start a stream and be entertaining for a few hours, and then I could go to sleep. And it was just, it's been really hard. I've been trying. Last night I tried to go to sleep early so I could be up today, and it just didn't work. I slept maybe half an hour at max. So I'm working on it, though. I really want to switch things around because I use naps, a lot of naps. Yeah, I am a night shift person. Yeah, I've been doing night shift for about a year now. But I'm still working the same places, but my schedule has changed. I used to go in at 10 o'clock at night. Now I'm going in at like 1 in the morning. Even today is one of my later nights. I'm going in at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I end up having my schedule completely messed up. But if I start my stream at around 11 o'clock in the morning, my time, which will be closer to like 4 or 5 o'clock UK, Europe time, then I'll be able to be done my time by like 3 o'clock. And if I go to sleep by 4, I can be up by midnight and I've slept a full 8 hours. And I can still go to work and everything's fine, right? It's just getting my body to do the shift, and it's not easy. Not easy. No, I don't use my phone when I go to sleep. I put it in sleep mode, I put it to charge, and that's it. I don't touch my phone when I'm going to sleep. I have sleep apnea, and oh, I'm outside now. Oh, this is the place that I got all that dynamite from last time. And the cave. Okay. So this is the place that I need, the sinkhole. I need to get down there, but I need climbing equipment. Me too, who always sleeps with their phone. I do have my tablet going when I go to bed, but I don't actually watch it. I just turn it on and put it under my pillow so I can listen to it while I'm sleeping. Anyways, I have sleep apnea, which means I stop breathing at night, which can be a dangerous health thing because you stop breathing, obviously. But the reason I'm telling you is because it actually helps me sleep. I put on my machine that helps me breathe, and I've now got my body in such a routine that when I put it on, within 15 minutes I'll be asleep. And so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good when it comes to falling asleep. My problem is that because of the way that my schedule works out, and because I sleep so well with the CPAP machine, I'm not sleepy when I try to lay down. My body just struggles. And because I'm a night shift worker, trying to go to sleep when the sun is up is a bit rough. So it's a bit of a challenge just trying to get things to turn around. But once I'm asleep, I'm good. Like, I can sleep a full 8 hours, no problem. It's just getting my body to reset when the 8 hours starts. That's my problem. I did have a mohawk, Michael Jackson, for a while in real life. Distant war sounds minus a few noises. I don't know if I could listen to those. I'd be wanting to know what happened. That's kind of what happens. I have to watch things that I've already watched when I have audio going to sleep, because if I haven't watched it, I keep wanting to see what happened, so I don't fall asleep. So I pretty much just repeat the same thing every time I'm sleeping. There was a really long time there that I would listen to the exact same audiobook every time, and I would start it every time. It wasn't like I was listening to different chapters of the same audiobook. I literally just restarted the audiobook every night. I had the whole intro memorized, and I knew roughly when I would fall asleep. Because I knew what would happen, I wasn't paying attention. It was just the soothing sound of the guy's voice. What type of job do I have? I run a small cleaning business. It's all the nakey people. Yes, Snacks, go off to bed. I really appreciate that you were here. I appreciate you hanging out. Yes, I hope we can chat soon. I miss you, man. I'm glad to see that you were live. Hopefully you have some kind of schedule and we can cross paths that way. You know, I hope the schedule works out so we can both cross paths. It would be really fun to, like, be able to hang out at your stream or be able to raid you at some point. And we'll talk. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it so much. Anybody else who came in with Snacks during the raid, please do not feel like you have to hang out here. If this isn't your cup of tea, I totally get it. Anybody who was here already and saw Snacks raiding, please show Snacks some love. Snacks is such a kind person, and they've got, like, the most chill... Oh, I didn't bring any food because I am so dumb. They're just such a chill energy. They're very, very worth watching. I really like Snacks. I like Snacks too, but I like Snacks, you know? But yeah, Michael Jackson, that's the kind of work that I do. So I'm technically a subcontractor. Although I do a lot of cleaning work, we do a variety of stuff, you know? Sometimes we'll do repairs. Sometimes we'll do, like, we'll paint stuff if we have to. I wasn't a part of this, but the people that I work with, they ended up rebuilding somebody's deck. Whoa. Physics freaking out. Look at that. They rebuilt somebody's deck. Like, we do a variety of stuff, but most of the stuff that I do is just maintenance, cleaning, disinfecting. Nothing too crazy, but it is a decent job. I can't complain, you know. How do you guys have no food around here? I was really hoping you would have food. And, like, there's pots and pans. Man, I play a lot of Green Hell. I wish I had these pots and pans in Green Hell. That would be amazing. Heck yeah, Snacks. Those Snacks emotes, heck yeah. Yeah, Snacks and I met on TikTok, and he's just such a chill guy. I really like Snacks. He's just got that really, really, like, relaxed vibe, which I really like. Okay. So if I keep going this direction, that leads me there. So dead end cave was the way out, right? That leads to the sinkhole. So what if I try going a little bit of a different direction? I don't even know if I can. Yeah. Snacks has a nice soothing voice. Snacks is cool. Snacks is good people. But yeah, Michael Jackson, that's the kind of work that I do. As far as the mohawk goes, I had one for a really long time. It wasn't like the punk rock spiky mohawk. It was more like of a bush mohawk, but it was cut out like a mohawk. They called it a faux hawk, but then I slowly went closer and closer shaven on the sides. That turned it into a full-blown mohawk, but it was still very thick. What is that? Okay, so that's the guy that I took out. I took him out from in here, right? Like, I came from this way, and I fought him here, so let's go down this way, then. I've always been open to trying different hairdos and stuff. We might have to exit. We might have to take that rope and go out, because I'm hungry, and I'm not seeing anywhere to eat, and I really made a dumb mistake coming down here without food. Okay, let's head back home. Where does this rope that's over here take me out? We'll head back home. I gotta hunt some animals to get some food. Then I'll bring some food with me and we'll head back down here. I don't like hearing those noises and not seeing where it's coming from. No, I don't have anything. I ate those last time. See, nothing. Just drinks. And all they give me is that. Nothing. No food of any kind. I do have a lot of soda. It's just the food that's the problem. Is that another way? I feel like I'm going to get stuck if I keep exploring. Like, look, there's a helmet there. Why can't I wear this helmet to have it on my head? Okay. I mean, I've got a flashlight now. I don't need to complain about it. Okay, there's definitely places to go. Let's go get food. Let's go get food. Is it dark because my batteries are almost dead? Up we go. Once I get to the base and we've eaten, I am going to whoa, this is a really deep cave. Once we get to the base and I've eaten, I am going to up my desk because my butt is hurting. Okay, Merle. Make sure you dream of me as one of those nakey people. Make sure you do. I mean, make sure you don't. I don't want you to dream of me. Never. Never dream of me being nakey. Good night, Merle. Sweet dreams. Oh, this is literally right outside my base. Awesome. Perfect. I didn't expect that. Eat the last piece of food that I have. We're gonna have to hunt. We are gonna have to hunt. Let's go up to my little bedroom just in case. And then we'll stand up. Okay. Camera's gonna turn off while I stand up because for some reason the energy turns off on the camera when I do it. I always hear a really loud bang when I up my desk, and I don't know what it is. What made that loud bang? Okay. should work. And turn back on. Camera's on. Now just turn on the NVIDIA broadcast. Oh. Must have unplugged. Oh, it did. Oh, it doesn't reach. It's not long enough. No. Give me a sec. My cable that I'm using isn't long enough, so it doesn't reach. Ark, how you doing? How are you? Cable management sucks. Almost there though. Almost done. Okay, it's plugged in. Now it should work. Yeah, it worked. It worked. 60 frames? Is 60 frames gonna work? Yeah, it's working. Do I have screen tearing? Not right now. Sometimes I do, but not right now. ISO turned way up for some reason. Oh, that's there we go. That's better. Boom. And it was screen tearing. No screen tearing. Perfect. How are you, Ark? Welcome. How have you been? How's life? How are things? Sorry, I was just standing up because my butt was hurting from sitting for the last almost 3 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours I've been sitting, and my butt just cannot handle it. My streamer butt has really lost its practice. I used to be very good at